Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we have an absolutely ridiculous replay in the Jean Bart. And the best part is this is a pretty quick match, which makes this game even more crazy because we are going to completely annihilate the enemy team. I know, spoiler alert, but I promise it's worth watching. You guys got to watch this all the way through. It's fantastic. If you guys like paddlings, you're in the right place. Also, we're still on the path to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if at any point during this video you feel like I earned your subscription, punch that like button and hit that subscribe button. I post every single day for you guys. I stream multiple times a week. So if you guys enjoy what I do, why not be a part of something great? I appreciate you. Now, with that being said, I'm in a division with Opie. You guys have seen her in the channel a couple of times. We are going to demonstrate a very, very basic but very pertinent teaching moment for everybody. Now, Opie is a newer player, so keep that in mind. She is not a... I don't know how many games she's played at this point, but she has very, very few high-tier ships, so she's still got a lot to learn in terms of what she's capable of doing consistently. She has some great games out there, for sure, but I'm going to showcase the difference between me and her in this one. I will end up putting myself in a position to use the island as best I can. She's actually going to go around the island and put herself in a position to get focused down by the enemy. And when you look at the game right now, you'll look at the ships that we're up against. The very first thing that I notice is there's no destroyers, but there are a lot of DPM cruisers. Now, this is a double-edged sword, okay? DPM cruisers are a battleship's nightmare, but also dream. And hello, speaking of dream, that is a broadside Japanese cruiser. Yes, please. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I take a little too long to use my freaking reload booster here, but I honestly thought I def struck this man. Unfortunately, I didn't. I left him alive. But had I used my reload booster there, I would have been able to shoot this Iowa potentially, and got even more damage. But unfortunately, not to be. I end up using my reload booster very poorly here. We see the Eastern Dragon coming towards us, so we're going to go ahead and aim short. Looked like he was going to turn towards the island, and so we're going to put ourselves in a position to try to hit him. We do actually hit him, but we don't do enough damage to kill him. Now look at the amount of firepower that's here. We've got a battleship, we got a couple of cruisers, we've got two battleships on the right with a cruiser, okay? Not to mention, we have the Iowa and the Alpha Cap, plus that Eastern Dragon that we already irritated. So we're in a situation where we've got to be extremely careful, and we're actually going to slightly overextend early on, and that's going to put us in a bad position. We're going to be kind of pinched between both sides of the enemy team. This is not ideal. However, with a little bit of patience, we can end up putting ourselves in a good position to take advantage of the enemy's ineptitude. And believe me, they are inept in this one. They screw the pooch hardcore. They were not expecting this. But Iowa, we're looking over there. We've got a chance to shoot him. I take the shot, and I didn't realize that we were going to get detected. I thought we were behind the island still. Unfortunately, he does get us detected, which means he's going to get a chance to shoot us. I'm going to go ahead and start turning in because I'm expecting him to shoot me. I've already told Opie that it's coming, and I told her that I was going to use this island for cover. And she's in a position right now where she could potentially use the island. But we've got a shot here at the Eastern Dragon. Again, I probably not likely to hit a shot on this Eastern Dragon, but you miss all the shots you don't take, so I take the shot just in case. Maybe remove a DPM cruiser, help that side of the map out. That's the beauty of being in a central position. Yes, it's kind of dangerous. As you can see, we're about to be focused by a Suja as well. So you got a Suja firing at us from one side. I think he's firing at Opie right now. We have two Ochakovs off our bow firing at Opie, and a Bismarck. This is no bueno. Plus, we have the Iowa on the left side. I'm angled pretty well against the Iowa, so I'm not too worried there. The Jean Bart does not do well against HE spam. It just does not. That is the one kryptonite of a Jean Bart. That and shooting its guns off. But those are the two kryptonites of the Jean Bart. Now here, we're going to use our Consima. If we fire at the Iowa here, we get detected. We don't want these guys to know we're coming until it's too late. Why? Because look at where their positioning is. We've got one of them caught, and here it is. I mean, you can't ask for a better looking shot. So we wait, we give ourselves a chance to come around the corner, and I honestly thought we def struck him, but of course, in true Spartan fashion, we leave him with just enough to get away. Well, at least for now. He's not going to get away for very long. Now, also, I've got to be careful. The Iowa potentially could shoot us. But look at what we're doing. Now we're using our engine boost to move forward. Unfortunately, Opie is going to go down because we're about to leave her will to rebuild area. It is unfortunate she did get focused. I think she actually went down while we were still in her will to rebuild, or maybe she doesn't have a upgraded commander, so maybe she doesn't have the will to rebuild range. But it is unfortunate, but that's the danger of getting yourself in that situation. Oh my god. Hello, Bismarck. How are you? Nice shot there. 4 full pins right through the bow side plating. Easy kill here. We're going to go ahead and use our reload booster again. We don't want to give this guy a chance to heal up or potentially, you know, get away. So we're going to go ahead and fire one gun, hoping that we finished him. We didn't, and so we go ahead and shoot the second gun to make sure we finish. Now that's when the Azure Lane Chipaya comes out. Now why would he be right there trying to do anything? Well, it's obvious he's trying to torp us. So we turn in, use the island for cover, and oh my god, we shoot one gun at the Chappie as the other Chappie comes around the corner, and then we turn in and we manage to blap him straight through the Citadel again, putting ourselves in a pretty good position. Now, the one thing that you have to anticipate is torpedoes. Like, we know that that's their whole plan here. There's no other reason they would put themselves in these positions. They're trying to torp me. Now, he didn't get his torps off, so we did a good job there, but the other Chappie already used his torps. So now, we're going to go straight through the bow. We know we overmatch, and we absolutely smash him right through the bow, getting that dev strike you'll love to see. 132,000 damage and our third kill. We made these guys our bitch. They want to mess up, or they want to pick on Opie. We're going to come in and enforce our will, okay? We are not going to stand idly by while they tear apart our teammate. We're going to get our vengeance, okay? You don't take down an Iowa on my team and survive to tell the tale, especially if I have a chance to actually directly influence you. Now here, our guy managed to capture the Bravo cap. We're going to swing around and try to help the right side here. We've got a beautiful look at this Flounder, and just as we get the shot away, he disappears. I think that actually saves his life here, because I think we're only going to hit a couple of shells. I was really hoping that I killed him here. Well, actually, we get a solid hit. Five shells hitting him. But of course, we just leave him with just enough, once again, to get away. It's a theme. It's almost like every single game I play, this happens. Like, literally every time. Now, here you can see I have the Azure Lane, New Jersey. He's behind the island. The game's saying, hey, you can't lob it. Now, the bad thing about French high-velocity shells is they tend to have a much flatter trajectory. This means that you're less likely to, or you're more likely to citadel at longer ranges than with some other battleships, but you don't have that lobbing trajectory that allows you to get over the top of the islands as easily. However, it doesn't matter if this Azure Lane, New Jersey is going to come around the corner and allow us to shoot him anyway. So we bide our time, we get our good shot off, and we are rewarded with a nasty shot against this Azure Lane, New Jersey, taking half his hit points. That gives us our high cal, puts us up to 165,000 damage, and that's when the torpedoes start coming. Now, this is a big thing. A lot of people freak out when they see torpedoes. That is the worst thing you can do. Plan your evasion early and try to put yourself in the gap. Or at least try to only take one if you can get away with it. But here, another beautiful shot, a beautiful torp evasion as well, you can see. No fret, we're not scared of the torps. We know that they're coming, and you can see that was one set of torps. Here's the other set of torps. So the cruiser that's over here launching, which we know is the Suja, has turned around. This is a good idea, or this is big information to know. Also, we're still spotted after this New Jersey goes away. And once again, another beautiful torp evasion. We're not freaking out. There's no, like, I was never worried about those torpedoes. Why? Because he's far enough away that these torpedoes spread out quite a bit. Now, watch what we're going to do. Instead of staying with this guy, I'm anticipating what would I do if I was this cruiser. He's a kitey cruiser. He wants to get out in the open water so he can try to burn us down. So, I turn towards the corner of the map. Why? Because I'm anticipating that that's where he's at. He's heading towards the open water. He's not heading for the islands because that's putting him closer to our team. So, he's heading away from us. So, I put myself in a position to intercept. I'm still looking off my right side just in case that guy spots him. And, once I realize that he's not going to spot him, because if you look, we would be spotting him right now, if that was the case. And sure enough, there he gets lit up. We already got our guns in a good position. He's actually going to try to dodge here. He's going to use the border and try to border hump. A little bit of T-bow shuffle out here. But we're going to go ahead and just continue to put this guy down. Like, he's not going to kill us. Like, one lone Suja is not going to kill my Jean Bart from basically full health. And to top it all off, he's got roughly 10,000 health left, and I'm roughly 10,000 damage away from getting a Kraken and a 200,000 damage game. And with that shot, that puts us at 197,000 damage. He's got more torps, but we're well away from those. Again, not scared at all. Friendly battleship almost yoinks our Kraken away from us. Thank God he was a bad shot. But we're going to go ahead and line him up, and there's nothing he can do here. So this is a wrap, GG, and Kraken! And 200,000 damage. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This was a banger of a match. We actually got to show a little bit of vengeance. We had a little bit of a teaching moment with Opie getting burnt down because she kind of put herself out there between the islands. So those DPM cruisers got her. But 200,000 damage, Confederate High Cal, Kraken Unleashed, Dev Strike, 5 kills, 8 Citadels, 63 targets hit, and 3,500 base XP. Doesn't get much better than that, folks, in a Tier 7 battleship. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.